Hi, it's Nikki here from Happy Hormones for Life. Today, it's a hot one here in the UK. We're having a heat wave, and I just going to jump in today and do a really quick video on some of my favourite books that I've read recently, just four of them. In case you've got some time to do some reading this summer, which is we know reduces cortisol, so it's really good for your stress management. And I just these books have really had an impact on me, so I thought I would tell you a little bit about each one of them, and so you can decide whether it's something that you're interested in picking up yourself. No affiliations from me, just books that I've read and I liked, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about. The first one is my good old favourite, not old, but my favourite, Dr. Chatterjee. There we go. The Stress Solution. Now, it's a pretty hefty book. It's pretty heavy as well. And there's so much packed into this book that I think it's absolutely essential reading for anyone in the modern day life, especially if you're wanting to get a grips with your stress levels and really bring down that cortisol. For anyone going through perimenopause or having any kind of symptoms, overwhelmed, wired, feeling tired, brain fog, mood issues, all of that stuff. Stress is usually at the heart of it somewhere. And this book goes into so much detail about the kind of areas that can stress the body out. So he covers his four-step kind of stress solution, which is body, mind, purpose, and relationship. So in the body section, he's talking about food, exercise, and your maintaining your circadian rhythm. In the mind section, he's covering your relationship with technology, which we talk about a lot. Nature, again, really important, and breath work. In the purpose section, he's looking at habits, the way you manage your time and how to live more. And in the relationships bit, he's discussing human connection, intimacy, and the importance of friendship. So pretty much anything that can stress out your body is covered in this book, or your mind as well, along with some really, really good tips on how to manage your stress in each of these areas. And some of the chapter headings I just love as well. So he's got things like eat yourself happy, bathe yourself in nature, and take time to breathe. You know, really good stuff. And he knows what he's talking about. So that's number one. Number two is a bit of light relief. We all need that, especially if we're going through the year we're having. We all need as much light relief as we can. So Jenny Eclair's Older and Wider was a really fun read. Her account of going through menopause just made me laugh out loud in places, because you've just got to laugh sometimes. This stuff, yeah, it's serious, but oh my God, you've got to laugh at yourself. So the first thing that actually made me read the book more was the dedication. So this gives you a flavour of kind of the rest of the tone of the book. This book is dedicated to all the menopausal women out there, because there are loads of us scurrying around in a furious temper, faces like hammerhead sharks, wondering what the hell to have for tea, all with a combined temperature of 1 billion trillion degrees. There are many more funny bits in there, so if you wanted a kind of light relief account of her story, it's a good one. Number three is a little bit of a different one for me, really. Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. This is actually a book that I picked up because my daughter just read it. She suffers from anxiety, and she said, Mom, you've got to read this. So I picked it up and I thought, well, I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm going to read it. And I'm so glad I did. It's really given me a kind of real inside look at what she's going through, and what anyone with anxiety, it's absolutely going to be up there in terms of what to read. So Adam Kay, who's the author of This Is Going to Hurt, best-selling book, he's put a review on there, and he says, the definitive user manual for your own head. And I'd really agree with that. I found it really helpful to understand where anxiety comes from, because he's looking at things like news, sleep, social media, addiction, work, and play. And he's really inviting us to feel calmer, happier, and question the way we spend our time on earth, because it is precious. And I loved, there was a quote in, I've earmarked is the right word, all the pages where I found really, really cool advice and quotes, and one of them was he was talking about photos of yourself and feeling old. So he said, every photo you look at and think, oh, I look old, will one day be a photo you look back on and think, oh, I looked young. So instead of feeling bad from the perspective of your younger self, try feeling young from the perspective of your older self. And I just love that. So such a brilliant kind of different view on, you know, how we see ourselves, and so true. Now, the last book is The Period Fix by Nicole Jardim. I don't have a hard copy of this one because my copy's on PDF, but it's another essential book for anybody with a cycle or anyone with PMS or period issues or anything like that. So this is kind of the user manual we never got given, right? So if you've got young teenage girls or yourself, you're still having a cycle, then this is one to get. So she talks about everything from mapping your cycle to working out what period problems are actually telling you. And the thing with this book is she gives you really good advice. So she provides like a 6-week program to fix your period. So that's the title of it. So really, really good stuff. And I know Nicole, and I really admire her work. She's the real deal. So I hope you get in some reading this summer. We know it's proven to reduce stress, and obviously the more rest and relaxation you can get. And I hope you do get some in the next few weeks before everything goes back to relatively normal. And if you need any help along the way, you know where we are. So have a great week and stay cool. Bye.